First things first, let's go over the wall jump. So the wall jump is a brand new ability. It's kind of crazy. So it's just a wall jump, right? So you jump up and just like that. So it's very interesting looking, but it's pretty cool, you know? You can definitely use this to get to higher places than you're not supposed to be, right? So I found out that if you go by these guardians right here on the map, and then you can't get up there. You know, you can't get up there with a double jump. You can't get up there at all, right? But if you go like do like this, and you know, jump off the wall, and then you can get up here. And it's a really cool, neat ability. So basically how you do it is you got to go to the, so say if I'm holding my A key to the left, and then you hold the opposite direction, and then you just press your spacebar again. So you press spacebar, and then you hold D, and yeah, and then you get up, and you press D, and then you get up, right? So it doesn't use a stamina bar, as you can see. I'll do it again. It doesn't use stamina bar at all, so that's really nice. You can definitely save your stamina. You can definitely save your stamina. You definitely save your stamina. Save stamina. Stamina. You can definitely save your stamina when you do this ability, right? So go off the wall, and as you can see, I still have full bars every time I do it. So it's very, very useful for dodging attacks, and also, you know, like I said, getting up here. It's really neat that you can get up here now, and you can get up to other places on the map. So the second thing is ziplines. So ziplines are added into the game. They're all over the map, and they're really cool. So you can like go up and down them if you hold your space bar, and as you can see, you can stay on them forever if you want, and you can actually shoot off of them. So they're really cool. You can't use your abilities, of course, because you are busy. You are on a zipline. You're climbing up and down. You go pretty fast down, and you go pretty fast up, which is really nice. You make a ton of noise, so they're going to know that you're going to be around. The enemies are going to be knowing, and also your teammates can hear you as well, of course. But yeah, it's really cool for like people like maybe Vindicta. She can sit up here and snipe people off of this and shoot long range, you know, things like that. And they also added some of these, the vases up here and the boxes, and you can get up to places where you weren't supposed to before. So there's a bunch of places that you can go around and like get all the way up here now. You know, there's a couple of rooftops that you can do it now. You can get up here now, and it's really cool that you can go to these places without getting electrified now, and you can actually get up here. So really cool. And you can use this as like a very good advantage now to shoot across the map and shoot the players that, you know, you can do a little bit of damage to. If you're a character that is good for shooting far away, deal additional weapon damage when beyond a minimum distance from your target. So that'll be really useful if you are up on top of these rooftops, you know, especially with these little vases up here now and the boxes that will give you some stuff sometimes, like the souls and stuff. It's going to be very, very useful being up here and using these zip lines. So even if you go into the armory, now there's a zip line to get all the way to the top in the middle of the armory right here. You can just go up here and get to the top. It's pretty nice. They're all over the map. There's this little side over here next to the zip lines as well on the purple side, and you'll have another side on the yellow side. So on the opposite side of the map, you'll have the same area. So you have a zip line here. Before there was a wall here, and now there's no wall here, so you can go through here now, a little passageway, and get to on this rooftop. So you can go through mid off the launch pad, and little passageway for people to go through now off on the side of the lane. Also, you got the teleporters, right? So the teleporters are a little bit different now. So there's one in the bodega store over here. So there's one right here, and at 10 minutes they're going to be opening. So they don't open until 10 minutes, of course. They look really, really cool now. They're all a little bit different. I like how it's like a little phone booth now, so it looks really nice. So these teleporters lead from yellow. It's between yellow and orange, and then they lead all the way to purple. So they're going to be very, very useful. As you can see, you can get all the way over here. So it's really, really cool, really, really neat that they added these kind of teleporters. And it's going to be very, very useful for people just rotating around. And I feel like before, the teleporters were very hidden, and they were in areas where players would just overlook the teleporters, right? You can actually see them that they're a teleporter, right? And if you go over here, there's another teleporter that they actually opened up, and this goes all the way to yellow. So teleporter, you go in here, right past the little creep farm there, the hard ones, and you go through the teleporter, and now, well, character freaks out, but you're all the way on the opposite side of the map on yellow. So it's going to make it way easier for the people on the yellow and the people on the purple lanes to rotate. You know, you can rotate way easier, and it's very, very useful, and I love the change. So you don't get AP points from guardians anymore. So say if I go over here, you kill this guardian, and I'm still only left with, you know, what I have. This is from leveling up before, so you don't get these points anymore. You know, the icon for the point will still show up in the sky like it did, but you still won't get the point, right? That was just from me leveling up. Another thing about the middle of the map on the orange lane, of course, is these little pillars. So these pillars, before, you could stand up here and you could actually get electrified and actually killed over time, right? They had these antennas. Now it's allowed. It's playable now. You can get up here, and I feel like it's a really, really good change because, you know, it just makes the map a little more versatile, and you can get up here. and shoot your enemies down. So it's a pretty cool little change. I like that you can get up there now. So there's also jump pads on the blue lane and also around the orange lane. So right here next to the walkers, as you can see, there's a jump pad right here that leads you all over to the other side of this building. So it's going to be very, very useful. Ooh, the walker. It's going to be very, very useful though, that little launch pad right there to lead you all the way over here. And like I said, there's one over by the orange side as well. So there's a lot of items that have been changed, but for the better one is intensifying mag, right? So the intensifying mag used to work by if you shoot your bullets and there's no wind down effect, right? So if you're shooting and shooting, this is how it used to work. And then you would not know if it's winding down or winding up or whatnot. So the more you spray and shoot your bullets, the more damage you'll do, but you won't have a winding down or winding up effects. You won't know if the item is actually working correctly, right? Your damage for spraying would be around 11, and then your base would be 8 basically, right? Increases weapon damage as you consistently fire your weapon again, right? But they made it so there's a little icon that pops up in the bottom left. As you can see, if you look into the bottom left, there's an icon that pops up, and that's your winding shot. So if you reload fast enough, you can actually have some stacks there still. So this item is going to be very, very powerful for characters with big magazines, and you're just adding on to that value. Before, there wasn't really much value to it because people would spray. In a high level play, you would spray, and then stop spraying and then shoot again, right? And that would basically make it drop all the way down to 0. So item here would basically be useless because they would spray a lot, and then as soon as you stop spraying for a millisecond, it wouldn't wind down, it would just instantly go back down to 0. So no one would use it. But now, since it's updated and buffed out, now you get that little bottom left there, and you have to keep spraying, and then when you let go, then it's going to go all the way down. It's very, very useful now. Now you can spray, and if you have a fast enough reload, you can keep the stack. You can kind of catch it. As you saw, I kind of catched it at like a 40 stack. So there is a new item as well called Headhunter. So it costs 3,500. It's plus 50% bullet velocity, plus 15% weapon damage, and plus 150 bullet shield health. So it's really, really good in my opinion. I think it's amazing. So landing a headshot deals bonus damage, heals you for a portion of your max HP, and briefly grants you bonus move speed. So let's put that on real quick and see how it is. So as you can see, I'm shooting him in the body. You know, you're not going to gain that effect because you have to hit headshots. The whole point of it is called Headshot Hunter, right? So you hit a headshot, and there you go, Headshot Hunter. And as you can see, that little trail that follows me is the Headshot Hunter ability going on. So there it is, and it gets you a little bit of movement speed, and also gets you a little bit of that bullet shield health and bullet velocity and weapon damage. So it's very, very useful alongside with the bonus movement speed as well if you do hit a lot of headshots. So this will be very, very useful on characters like Vindicta I'm on right now, and maybe even, you know, maybe even Furnace, Haze, definitely you get a lot of headshots, and even Wraith. So any character that is really, really good for headshots, that's like a damage focus and can shoot really fast and have a good fast fire rate, then they can pop off with this ability, right? Go to 7 and you upgrade his ultimate fully. You go and get Majestic Leap and also Unstoppable, which suppresses negative status effects and become immune to stun, silence, sleep, root, and disarm. Right? So if you put those both abilities, for first what you needed to do is press Unstoppable first and then do your leap and then do your ultimate. So what that would have looked like is your Unstoppable first, your leap, and then go into your ultimate with 7, right? But now since it's changed, you can actually activate Unstoppable in your ultimate, right? So you can do your magic leap and then do your Unstoppable. So you can basically reverse and block any kind of stuns and everything like that. And as you can see, like I said, it suppresses negative effects, status effects, and become immune to stun, silence, sleep, root, and disarm. While you're in the sky as 7 or any other character like that has ultimates that, you know, is vulnerable for a long period of time, and you can't do anything else other than your ultimate, like you grab someone in, or you're like 7 in the sky like that, then you always want to pop that ability when you're about to get stunned. So you can look around and see who's about to stun you and then pop that, right? So basically what it looks like is I'm going to leap up in the sky, and now I'm looking around. I'm looking around for a player that's going to stun me. Say this player right here, he's about to stun me. 3, 2, 1. He's about to stun me. I click Unstoppable, and now he can't stun me at all. And now I'm just doing a bunch of damage, and no one can stun me. So it's going to be very, very useful, and that's going to be super, super broken, I think, with 7 at least. If a good player of 7 that gets his hands on that is just going to be super insane. So this is the same thing with Haste's ult, right? So if you change the haste as well, same thing with her. You change the haste, you say you have your ultimate all the way up, you go and get Unstoppable. So you get Unstoppable before, you would have to do Unstoppable before her ultimate. But now you can press her ultimate and then do unstoppable. So you won't get stunned during your ultimate, and it's going to be very, very useful. So you definitely want to have her on Haze as well. So of course, in response to all of this, the knockdown ability has been buffed as well. So if you go in here, you type in knockdown, target is knocked down and stunned after a 2-second delay, interrupting and temporarily preventing them from taking any action. So they actually had the delay reduced from 3 seconds to 2 seconds, and also the stun reduced from 1.25 seconds to 0.9 seconds. And also the case range increased from 35 meters to 45 meters. So it's going to be a little bit longer. You can throw that stun at somebody. So if you hold it, you can definitely throw a stun at somebody way farther distance. So say if 7's all the way up there, you can definitely reach him. So I can even reach this guy, this dummy. Let's see where he is. There he is. I can still reach him from like right here. I can reach him from all the way over here. So if I chuck that at him, there you go. He's going to get stunned, delayed, and there you go. So that's basically gonna knock 7 out of the air if you're having problems with him using that combo, the unstoppable. And that's why they kind of buffed this, and they kind of made it a little bit better with the range and everything for the knockdown, so you can knock down 7 out of the sky or any other character that's going to be stunning your teammates a lot and pressing that unstoppable key, right? Other than that, that was the whole patch. You know, not the whole patch. I'll leave a link down in the description below, like I said earlier in the video, to the whole patch. There's a lot of things changed. There's a lot of items got changed. A lot of characters got changed and everything like that. So you can go read those yourself. Yeah, though, these are the main ones. I think these zip lines are really cool. I think the wall jumping is going to add a huge variety to the game, as well as in the movement system. It's going to be really, really nice. And I definitely like what they are doing with the characters and what they are doing with the new abilities and everything like that. They also added a gym, by the way, in the training range. If you go in here, you can get punched by this guy a bunch, and he's like the training person for punching. So yeah, that's pretty cool as well. It's like a little boxing match. If you did enjoy this video, you can always leave a like on the video, and also make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell notification icon if you're not subscribed already. It does help me out a ton. And yeah, have a great day and or night, guys, and peace.